quickly find myself on my iPad here. Just a second. It's always a race to the end to get myself all prepared for the live. Let's see your channel. Okay, let me just see if I got my. Okay, let me just. Oh yeah, my sound is good. Oh yeah. Okay, you guys. Let me welcome in who's here. Hey, Natalie, 1808. She says, hello, Angie. I made it back in time for the live. Just got back from Rhode Island. If you ever are there in the future, you need to go to Nordic Lodge. It's all you can eat lobster, crab, and prime rib. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would love to go to, is that New York, Rhode Island? I would love to go there, and I would love to have all those things. I love lobster, crab, and prime rib. Hey, Adrian, how are you doing? Natalie says, etc. Too much to list now for art, lol. Hey, Christina, how are you doing? Adrian said, I finally made it to the beginning. Yay! Okay, you guys, we're going to do some more jelly printing today, but we're going to change it up. Like always, I always try to do something different. We're going to jelly print with gouache. You guys ever heard of gouache? What gouache is, it's, you know what, to me, it reminds me, it's in between watercolor and acrylic. It's that happy medium that's in between. It's kind of permanent and it's kind of not permanent. Like after it dries completely, it's permanent, pretty permanent. But before that, you can still move it with water. So it's kind of in between. So I have some gouache here. So we're going to use that on the jelly plate. Hey, Northern Snowbird, how are you doing? And so we're going to use gouache. So instead of watercolor on the jelly plate, how it gives that really cool old wall look, we're going to do gouache. Then also I'm going to do nothing but well, I did metallics last week, but we didn't get to the ones I really, really love, which is like the bronzy gold colors, bronze, antique gold, this gold here. These are tubs of paint that I have that I need to be using anyway. And this beautiful silver and this pearl color. And then I got some teals to mix in there too. So that's what we're going to do today. The first thing I need to do though is wipe my hands off. Okay, but the first thing I need to do today is I need to clean this plate because we're not working in these purples, and that was what was left from last week. So you're going to see me doing a couple pulls just to clean this plate. Let me see what I want to clean the plate with. And then I'll check chat here in just a second because I see some more people have come in. Let me just grab something to clean this plate with. Some paint to clean. Here we go. Oh, I hardly have any more of that left. Jeez Louise. Okay. Let me look on the bottom here. Okay, there we go. I'm going to use this white. All right, so that's what we'll use to clean the plate. Okay, let me check and see. I've seen some more people popped in here. Hey, grungy girls, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Mari, how are you doing? Natalie 1808 says, oh, interesting. You never heard of that. Okay. Are you talking about jelly printing? Were you here last week? I don't know if you're talking to me or not, but hey, Northern Snowbird, I think I already said hello, but welcome in. Hey, Carolyn, how are you doing? First time. Welcome, welcome. Adrian says, Angie, I need to shop at your house for supplies. I do have supplies. Okay, so everyone that's here, what I'm doing right now is we're going to do jelly printing again. And I'm also going to discuss why I jelly print. Like, I'm just going to show you my art journal, what I do with the jelly prints, so you understand where we're going. For those, because I have some new people to this world, so I want it to make sense for them. But these are called gouache. Tubes of gouache. Gouache is in between a watercolor and an acrylic. They're not permanent when they're wet, but once they dry, they get permanent like acrylic. So they're kind of a thing that's in between. So we're going to experiment with gouache on the jelly plate. So it's kind of like experimenting with the watercolor on the jelly plate. We're going to try gouache. I have never tried it before, so I'm doing it the first time with you guys. And then on black paper, I want to use metallics again, but I didn't use these kind of colors. like the bronzes, the coppers, the golds. So I want to use all those cool kind of colors. I have some turquoise. So it's going to be all of that. So we got a lot to play with, a lot to do. What is with this? But first thing I have to do is clean this plate. So I'm going to do that. Before I clean the plate though, I am going to show you guys, I'm going to open up my art journal and just show some people, especially the people who don't know what I do with these jelly prints or why I make them. Okay. So let me get my, art journal out. I showed this my art journal last week, but I'll show again. The front cover is Finnabair art. It's where you take all these molded pieces. You don't have to use pieces that are molded. You could use broken bits of jewelry, and you collage them all together. There's paint and all kinds of cool stuff on it. I have a video on this. It's called Finnabair art. You can go back a few Sundays and see how I did the cover of this. Okay. So just so you can see it kind of close up. This is the cover. I absolutely love how that cover came out. Okay, so let me just show you some of the what I do with the jelly prints for those of you who haven't seen it before. Let you look at this for a second. Let me look at the chat again. Oh, okay. Oh, Carolyn, don't ever throw old jewelry. Okay, if you're a mixed media person or mixed media artist or a mixed media crafter, don't throw nothing away. Okay, just pile it up in a little baggie and label it. And you'll be using it. Okay, Grungy Girl says, Angie, spell the paint. Okay, the word is gouache. You know, I can do better than that too. Gouache is spelled Gouache. Again, it's Gouache. I know that's a weird, but I'll show you also the container. I meant to show it to you. I have it right here. This is the container it comes in. Gouache. So there's the word. And it's by Master's Touch. And you get it at Hobby Lobby, of course. Now, it says $19.99. I didn't pay that. I got it for 50% off, or I used it when they had the coupons. So at this point, you just have to wait till they go on sale, because I wouldn't want to pay no $19. So, you know, every other week they have it 40 or 50% off. So that's what it looks like. And you don't have to get 24. You can get ones that have 12 in them. So, but it was 50% off. So I thought, you know, $10 isn't bad for all of this. So that's what gouache, how it's spelled. This is what the whole thing looks like. And that's the deal with that. Okay. All right, what else do people have to say? I'm just reading chat here real quick. I'm not sure if it's water-based or not. I don't know. It doesn't say it on the package, but like I said, it's in between. It's not like a watercolor that once it dries, you can still reactivate it. But while it's wet, you can reactivate the heck out of it. So it dries like an acrylic. But it's liquidy. It's like I said, it's in between a watercolor and an acrylic. So when I use it, you guys will get a better idea once I use the gouache. Hey, Kiwi, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Good, Carolyn. Carolyn said she's saving videos. Cool. Okay. Okay, I'm just looking up at the, okay, Natalie says, no, the other paint you're using, the mix. Adrian, Angie needs to shop. Okay, just making sure. So is everybody clear now what we're using? Kiwi, I know you just came in, and it'll make sense to you as we go along, because I'll re-explain a couple of things. But anyway, I have my art journal out because I want it. Hey, Artsy girl, I missed you. Hugs, hugs. We missed you here for sure. Yay, I'm glad you're back. And I'm glad your phone is back in working order. That is so frustrating. So frustrating. So good to have you back. Yay, my moderator's back. My friend and my moderator's back. So this is what I do with the, what? The, jelly prints. So these are all jelly prints. Okay. So I collage with them. This is even a jelly print too. We're going to do some of this today, which I love. Okay. These are all jelly prints. So I'm just showing this kind of stuff for the people who are new, who are like, what would you do with all these jelly prints? This is a jelly print. That's a jelly print. Jelly print. Jelly print. And now I've added stuff to my collages that I use the jelly prints. Like I added the butterfly. I do add stamping. I add my own intuitive writing. So I add other things to it, but I just want to show you what you can do with jelly prints. Jelly print, jelly print, jelly print, jelly print. And look at all the stuff I added. Stickers from Dollar Tree. Yeah, these are stickers. Can you believe that? Those were Tim Holtz type of stickers. A feather that I painted, a butterfly I got from Dollar Tree. So just so you can get an idea of things I do. Last week we did the purple, right? Metallics. So this is a page that I collage with the purple metallics. Dollar Tree, again, insane. Dollar Tree stickers. These are not stickers. These are Tim Holtz type of things, aren't they? A butterfly from Dollar Tree. So these are the type of thing. These are the kind of things you can create with these jelly prints. Again, with that purple. All right. I won't go through everything, but just letting you see jelly print, 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 jelly print. That's a napkin on there, napkin here. Butterflies from Dollar Tree, a painted feather. Again, jelly printing, jelly print, jelly print, jelly print, jelly print. This is a jelly printing technique I like to do with CDs. We might get to that today. So you guys can see what I like to do with the jelly prints. So that's what I do with them. And we'll be doing some collaging next week, because I have a lot of jelly prints right now. So I need the collage. All right. Let me see what people are saying. Oh, Adrian, you're sweet. Adrian says, everyone watch Angie's playlist. And I always do put it in the playlist of, it's under mixed media, under my playlist. And you can go back and look at stuff if you'd like. Okay, Carolyn. Kiwi said, how do you add pages to your book? Okay. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys that. Okay, let me bring the book back. Okay, this is not a regular art journal. That's the cover, Kiwi. This is Finnebear type of art. So it's collaging, but I collage with molds, things I've molded out of molds. These were all molds, and I made these pieces. You can also use bits of jewelry, broken jewelry, all kinds of stuff for this type of technique. But this is not a regular art journal. This is better than a regular art journal. It's a book. See? So you just, I used to glue 2 pages together. I don't anymore because the pages get nice and thick because I'm collaging on them. But look, it's a book. So if you want to use a book as an art journal, it's called an altered book. If you want to do that, you find a book that you like, and you'll be attracted to certain books. So find a book you like, find the size you like, and then what I do is I keep 10 pages, I rip 5 out. Keep 10 pages, rip 5 out. That allows, because look how thick you're getting. See? And that's how you prepare an altered book to make it into an art journal. And this is what I basically do all the time. I really don't like working out of regular art journals. I like working out of altered books. Okay, good question. All right. Thanks, Artsy Girl. Hey, okay, so it's Junking Data Girl. Hey, Junking Data Girl, how are you doing? I'm just going to call you Data Girl. How are you? Welcome in. Okay, I'm just making sure that I did not miss anybody what they're saying. And like Artsy Girl said, if you have something that you want me to see or a question you want me to answer, just make sure you put it in caps. Okay. Yeah, perfect, Carolyn. Dollar Tree books are perfect. In fact, I have a Dollar Tree book that is my favorite art journal I've ever. I have it right here. I'll show it to you guys. Yeah, always be looking for books that you like, how they look, how they feel, their shape at Dollar Tree. Okay, this is a book, and I have like 3 of them I found. What I like, let me see. What I like about it is I like how square it is. Look how square this is. Isn't that cool? I just love the shape of the book. So I got the book for that. And see, I already started it as an art journal. Doesn't this look cool? This is all my jelly prints again. And it has a very, these art journal pages have a very postal feeling. See how this is an envelope right here? It's also actually a pocket so that you can put something in the pocket like that. See? And then I'm using calligraphy pens. These are wax seals, stamps. So it's very much postal subject. But these are all decorated with my jelly prints. Again, very postal. This is actually an envelope. Flip to the other side. Again, the calligraphy, all jelly prints, the calligraphy pen, calligraphy nibs, stamps, wax seals. We did wax seals also on the channel here. You can go back probably a couple months ago on that. These are Dollar Tree stickers again. Aren't they fabulous? These metal ones. They just don't even look like Dollar Tree. They look like Tim Holtz little things. That pin right there, isn't that cool? Look at that pin right there. It's a calligraphy pin. Dollar Tree in the sticker packs that I get. So you guys look for these vintagey type of stickers. You can use them in your artwork. So again, these are all... I need to get back to this book where it's this whole art journal is very postage related. Like handwriting, postage, stuff like that. So I need to get back to it. See how I have a love letter? I call them love letters. Whenever it's a letter, I call it a love letter. See, this is a love letter that I Tim Holtz distress it? Yeah, Tim Holtz. So this is kind of like art journaling and junk journaling at the same time. So it's pretty cool. See, this is like a, I think I used Tim Holtz distress inks. Who knows? Calligraphy, pen, stamp there. So that's pretty cool. And then this goes back in the pocket. So this is kind of like art journaling and junk journaling at the same time. So it's pretty cool. These are all jelly prints. All jelly prints. See, this is what we're going to create today. See these metallic? How cool these look? These are fabulous. Love. Okay, now see, it's just a book. It's just a regular book. But I love how square the pages are. All right. You guys are asking good questions. Let me put this back. Well, you know, I'm not putting this back. That's going to take too much effort. Let me throw this on the ground. There we go. All right, let me see if I missed anything else in chat. Hey, Carolyn, how are you doing? Okay. Okay, so let's get started. I feel like there was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember. Oh, well. It will come to my brain as we go along, right? Right. All right, I want to clean off this plate because, like I said, last week we ended with purple, and we're not doing purple today. So I need to get this cleaned off. So let's do that. So I'm going to use some white paint to clean this. Might get a little purple in our prints, and that's no big deal. It probably will look cool. But for the most part, I don't want the purple on here. For the most part. So to clean your plate when you need to get stuff off, white's always good. any of your lighter colors are always, any color is good to clean the plate, but the white will clean it off and not leave too much color behind. You may have to do it a couple times. We'll see. I don't know. All right, so let's clean this off. And that one book that I just showed you, the first one that I made into a art journal, these are the pages left over from it. And the pages are from the 1950s, so there's a little, okay, this is another thing. This is another way to get free paper, basically. If you get an old book that's like 1969 and below, let's say 1960 and below, a lot of times there's a little cotton in it if it's not really all made of cotton. They don't really make paper out of cotton anymore unless you buy a specialty paper. But back then they did use cotton, or the whole thing was cotton basically. Or cotton mixed with wood, something like that. And it takes to the jelly printing really good. So old book pages, 1960 and below, make some good paper for jelly printing. All right, this plate is really super dry. I'm going to spray a little water on here. I'm also going to put a little more paint on here, because look how much didn't come up. What the heck? It's because the plate's really dry. All right. And now I've discovered why my plate has been so dry, because, sorry about that, guys. I realize why my plate's so dry is because, you know, I've been using alcohol on my plate, so it makes it dry. But I don't mind it because you get some really cool pulls with a drier plate. So right now I'm not trying to get any cool pulls. I'm just trying to clean the plate. Ooh. And normally I wouldn't even clean the plate. I would want whatever's on the plate because it would add to the design of the jelly print. But last time we ended with purple, so it's not the color range that I want. So that's why I'm cleaning the plate before we get started. All right, this is going to pull up some good stuff here. Pull some good purple off, I believe. This one. Oof. All right, we got a lot of white on here, so we're just going to keep pulling until we get all this off of here. And I'll check chat here in just a second. Remember, if you guys have a question or something you want me to see, make sure that you put it in caps so that I make sure that I get to you. All right, there we go. The paper I'm using right now is really nice and thick. This is some type of drawing paper I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby, so it really pulls off this plate. All right. Throw this on the ground. And I'll let those dry. I'm not going to waste them. I'll let those dry, even though they're nothing like I want. I will let those dry, and then we'll reprint over those. There won't be no wasting of paper. It'll be perfect to print over. It's white. All right. Cool. So now we got this plate cleaned up good enough now. Yay. All right. There's a little white left on there. Perfect. We just didn't want all that purple on there. All right. So let me throw these over here out of the way. Talking to you guys like you can see what the heck I'm doing on the ground. All right. So before we get started, let me just look at chat really quick because I know people might be asking me a question. Carolyn says, "Can you just wash the plate?" No, you gotta pull the paint off of it. The plate is, because it's a jelly plate, it's kind of sticky, so it always stays moist because it's made out of gelatin. In fact, I have a video on this, how to make a jelly plate. This is an 11 by 17 jelly plate. If you were to buy a jumbo jelly plate like this, it would cost you about 80 bucks. It's that one name brand. I can't think of the name brand. But if you buy just a regular size jelly plate, which is probably like a, I don't know, 10 by 12, those are around $30, which are totally affordable. But I made this one for $15. So it's well worth, I think, to watch that video if you're interested in a jelly plate and make it yourself. And then you have, you know, you have that great feeling of that you made your own jelly plate. So it's pretty cool. Artsy Girl says, "I'm using someone else's old phone. Just took a few days with no phone." Okay. Bummer, girl. Well, I'm glad you're able to get on. Adrian, where was your favorite roller, Mr. Squeaky? Oh, it was in a drawer. I was cleaning things out and I found it. I know last week I couldn't find the squeaker. Thanks, Adrian. Okay. Adrian says, "Do you glue 2 pages together to make it stronger?" No, I don't, because what happens is when I'm collaging, the paper gets so thick because I collage like maybe 2 or 3 pages onto one page, so it's nice and thick by the time I'm done. Otherwise, the pages get way too thick and your book gets way too thick. That's what I have found. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. Okay, let's start our first one. Oh man, I meant to prep these. All right, you guys are going to hear some loud banging for a second. If I can find, there it is. These right here are, you know, glued shut. Sorry about that. I had planned on prepping these bottles, but I forgot. Come on. Oh, why are you not coming? There we go. All right, got one down. Let me get the rest of them open. Okay, those are fine. Okay, see if I can get this one open. Nope. Sorry, there's going to be some banging for a second. There we go. Got that one done. So sorry for the banging. Alrighty. See if we can get this one open. Nope, we got to bang this one too. All right. You got to bang on the seal to break the seal. That's why I'm banging. So sorry if that irritated some of you guys. You're like, what are you doing, girl? So the first thing I want to do is, let's play with the metallics on the black paper. Let's do that first. That's what we're going to play with first. Okay. Here we go. So we're going to use this bronze color. Oh, you know what? I should get out my popsicle sticks, and then I don't have to worry about mixing, having to keep wiping this off. Yeah, I'm going to get some popsicle sticks out. Just a second, guys. I'm grabbing some popsicle sticks. You guys, I would get these. These are at Dollar Tree. You can get like, I don't know how many, I think 50 come in a pack. These tongue depressor ones. These are fabulous. And they sell the popsicle sticks too in the craft section. I use them all the time for so many things in the craft room or the art studio. So much good stuff. Okay. But right now I'm going to use them to take paint out of my jars. Perfect. And what else do we want to do? Let's add a little of this turquoise color in. That'll be cool. And we'll add a little bit of gold. Come on. Why isn't this coming out? Oh, it came out a little much. All right. I don't want to waste that, so we'll kind of put that aside somewhere. I'll take half, like some of this away and put it in the lid, and we'll use it as we go along. I just don't want to waste it. That's precious right there. All right. You know, I'm going to spray my plate with just a little bit of water. You can moisten your plate with a little bit of water if it's just too dry. And mine's kind of dry. There we go. Oh, look how pretty this is. Just rolling it out's gorgeous. And I'll check chat here after we do this whole pull here. Okay. All right, we need to put some type of design in there, right? Right. Well, I know what I want to go with. I just gotta find it. I gotta find it. There it is. This is a cool stencil. It's an Aztec calendar. Isn't that cool? I was looking for this last week. I couldn't find it. I found it. Sometimes you just got to clean out your studio and you start finding stuff. So I did a big clean out and a reorganization and found a bunch of stuff. Cool. You know what? I feel like there's too much green right there. Just a second. I got to throw something over. I got to divide this up a little bit. Like, it's just too much. Too much of this turquoise right here. All right, there we go. It was just too much, in my opinion. All right. All right, so let's keep going. All right. There we go. There we go. That left a nice little impression in there. And then we got room down here to play with, to do some cool stuff too. So I have this foam stamp. I told you guys, these are my favorite stamps, are these foam stamps. So we're going to put an impression in the plate with the foam stamp. Also, let's do some of the Dollar Tree stuff that I always loved using. like the octagon shape, like stop sign shape. These are those poppers you get from Dollar Tree. You guys, pick these up when you see them at Dollar Tree if you want to use them on your jelly plate. Because I seen these at, I don't know, Walmart. I see them at a lot of places. They're trying to charge $5 for these poppers for kids. You find them in the toy section at Dollar Tree. That's ridiculous. And they're the same. I'm like, oh my goodness. They're just ripping people off because people don't know. Well, some people. We know. Okay. So let's put, this is black cardstock. And they go great with metallics. And so when I jelly print, for those people who are newer, I don't like to do, I don't like to try to create perfect prints. That's not my goal. My goal is to create something that looks very old world, old wall, old doors, old caves. I want things to look like they came out of an archaeological dig. That's what I'm going for. So no perfection whatsoever. The grungier, the better. So that's what we're going for. And like I said, next week we will work and do some collaging with these. I need to work on my maps of peace, which I make on like big poster sheets of mixed media paper, and we'll work on those next week with a bunch of the stuff with a bunch of the jelly prints we've done. Oh my God, look how cool this is. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is how cool metallics look on black paper. Isn't that fabulous? That's the first pull too. Look how cool that looks. So old wall, old world. Love it. Love it. All right. Ooh, look at this one. Isn't that fabulous? And what I love, well, I love the whole thing, but see how this looks like, it almost looks like gold flakes I put on here. When your plate's kind of dry, that's what happens with some of the paint. It comes off flaky. So that looks like gold flakes. I'm in love. Love. This is called an Aztec Calendar, that stencil I used. So if you want that stencil, I think I got it on eBay, and it's called Aztec Calendar stencil. Very cool. All right, I need to sit down. I don't know why I'm standing. I'm just looking to see. You know, there's a lot of cool stuff left on this plate. Let's do another pull. And what I like to do, like I say this all the time, but I like to build up my sheets instead of building up the plate. The plate's going to get naturally built up. But if I focus on building up on here onto the paper, I'm going to get a lot more cool old world type of prints. I got a lot more chances than if I just try to build up the plate. So I try to build up this. So like if this doesn't come out the way I want it, I just do a second and a third pull on the same sheet. Oh, I love it. Obsessed. Check this out. Oh, I love that. Isn't that cool? Love it. Love it. And when you're collaging, see, you can take and you can, when you're doing collages out of these, you can rip out this right here. You can rip out just this part. You can rip out this whole half right here. You can rip out that half. You can rip out this half. Do you see what I'm saying? So you can rip out whatever you want out of it to collage. Yeah, love that. All right, let me go ahead and read chat. Let me read chat before I do another print. Let's get my hands. Sorry, I got to get some baby wipes. And don't forget, we'll do a giveaway, 2 giveaways at the end like we always do. And everything has been sent off. And I'm trying to think when I sent everything off. So if you haven't got anything yet, you'll get it soon. I think I sent everything off. When did I send everything off? Thursday? Wednesday? Wednesday or Thursday I sent everything off. I think Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember. Okay. Let's see what everyone's saying. Hi, Lori. How are you doing? Welcome in. Hey, Patty. Welcome in. Good to have you. Hey, Lori. How are you doing? Oh, I think I just said hi to Lori. Sorry. Thanks, Adrian. Oh, Patty, you have the same stencil? Isn't that the coolest stencil? I love it. Did you get yours on eBay? Where'd you get yours at? Patty said she's multitasking. She'll be in and out. Sounds good. I'm just happy you're here. Notice how Angie puts a stripe of turquoise on everything. I know, I love turquoise. Patty Tolly Parish, she loves turquoise too. So I know she's happy when she sees me putting that turquoise on there. I just love, well, I love turquoise, like jewelry. Like I'm obsessed. Turquoise with some brown and some copper colors and gold. Yes, ma'am. All right, let me just keep seeing what everybody's saying. Artsy Girl says, quote of the day, I should get out my popsicle sticks. That's funny. Thanks, Adrian. Adrian said, seriously, watch her playlist. You'll be amazed. You're so sweet. Thank you. Okay. I know, isn't it great to have Artsy Girl back? It's like, yay. Okay, Carolyn says, can you use vegetable oil to make that stop squeaking? Yes. I could. I need to. I just haven't done it. I don't know why. Destiny Forever, welcome in. How are you doing? Glad to have you. Patty said she got her stencil like mine on eBay. Oh, okay. You got it from my recommendation. Okay, cool. Girl, you've recommended a lot of things for me too. All right, so let's go ahead and do another print. These paints are awesome. I got these. Okay, this is, can you guys see that? Let's see. I don't want to spell it. This is Deco Art metallic. And I think it's a coppery color, whatever, coppery bronze. Anyway, regularly $9.99. Got these for $2.50 at Hobby Lobby. So you guys really be paying attention. Always starting in January, up until recently, and maybe even soon, they're always clearancing a bunch of stuff off in the craft section and the fine art section. January through until like even right now, they're still clearancing stuff. So just pay attention for that. Because that's how you can get these good deals and just really stock up your art supplies. So that's why I was trying to tell you guys what I pay for things, where I get them, so that you can stock up on your art supplies and get them at a good price. It's important. Again, see this right here, this ceramic coat, this turquoise color, isn't it gorgeous? I picked up like 4 or 5 of these, $1.49. They were regularly, what were they? I think $5 or something, $6, something like that. But they weren't no $1.49. So fabulous deal. Fabulous. Oh, let's use this gold. Again, I got this at Hobby Lobby on clearance too. This one. Probably the same price, around $1, $1.25, $1.50, something like that. This gold. Oh man, it's not, I can't get into it. All right, we won't be using that one because I can't get into it and I don't feel like hitting it till it opens up. Okay, you guys, sorry about that. It'll be my goal to try to put some oil on this. I'm sure I'm getting on some people's nerves. Like, girl, can't you get some oil? I got WD-40, but at this point right now, I would be afraid to do it right now because put oil on here, then I would get oil on the plate and my prints, and I would not be happy. So I'll try to take care of that before the next one. Sorry. I know some people are a little sound sensitive, so things like that like really gets on their nerves. All right, I need more gold or whatever that color was. Yeah, this one. Need to be a little heavier on that. And the reason I like to use this little one is because then I can go through all these little, I can go through this color and this color and this color separately because it's smaller. I have really big ones too, but I like the smaller ones the best. Okay. And then look at this roll-off sheet. I'm going to keep this roll-off sheet the way this is. Look how fabulous that looks. Isn't that fabulous? So old wall, old world. And that's just the roll-off sheet. If we have time, I'll show you guys what I like to do with those, if we have time. All right, what else we're going to do here? I have a bunch of stuff pulled, like usual. All right, let's do the square one, the square popper from the kids section. I'll do that here, and we'll do that here. So cool. Love it. Love it. What else gonna do? This is cool. I got this. It looks like honeycomb. I got this from Hobby Lobby. Isn't that cool? I think I paid $2 for it or something. Use that. So you can see, you can use all kinds of stuff. And the first thing to do is go through your house for things that you don't mind using as everything, all these things are called texture plates. Once you're going to put them on the jelly plate, they're all texture plates. Okay. So find something that you can use as a texture plate. So you can just go around your house and find some cool stuff. And then when you're at the stores, always be looking for stuff to use on your jelly plate. Okay. Oh, I got another one, another fun one. This thing. We'll use this. This is so cool. This is for Legos, and it comes on it's a big square. I'll show you guys that square here shortly, but this is another good one at Dollar Tree. This I found in the spring section, so they might have these. They're right at the end where they're clearancing out their spring stuff, or 66% at Hobby Lobby, so you might still be able to find this. So like where they sell like all like plates and bowls and all that, and dish towels, that's where I found it. Look how cool this is looking. Love it. All right. And then this right here is, you guys have seen it a million times for those of you guys who've come here a lot. This right here is the flower, a part of a placemat that I took apart. Okay. So we're going to use that. This is really cool. It looks like cells. It's a really cool thing. Here, I have another one of these. We'll try this one too, to kind of lessen the noise pollution I'm creating. No squeaking. Cool. Okay, so let me put all this to the side and let's take a print. I swear, I love jelly printing. It just energizes me. It never drains me. It just energizes me. I draw. I love drawing girls' faces. And I do that too. And I want to do I need to draw some girls' faces and do some art like that. I haven't done it for a while. But I do have to say, drawing drains me. I am exhausted after I draw. But this kind of stuff, jelly printing, does not. It gives me energy. So does collaging. Collaging does not drain my energy either. Okay. All right, now, see, I'm glad this happened. A print like this, I love it. I like it, of course, but is it enough? No. So this would be a reprint. So we would just build up this sheet. Well, we got some cool stuff on here. Look how old wall that looks. Got some cool stuff on here. Again, we got some cool stuff. It's not enough, but it's cool. Look how cool that is. That's really old wall. You know what? I almost hate to mess this up because I really like how that turned out. Like, this just looks like a dilapidated old wall that's just paint's chipping off, and I love it. So I'm not going to reprint over this one, because in a collage I would love to rip this out right here and collage that down in a collage. Rip this out and put that in a collage. So I'm not going to redo that one. For some people that would be a damn mess, but for me, I love it. Okay, the plate's getting pretty dry, so to moisten it up and to just pull some stuff up, I like to use these golds. Now these are craft paints, and these are perfect for pulling up stuff off the plate. Also, to do a I learned it from ROBYN Mcclendon to do a to glaze jelly prints, and I'll show you about glazing jelly prints. Hopefully I can remember to do that. But let's use this one. This is rose gold. The acrylic paints are good because they're see-through. If you use one like this other one here, the Master's Touch acrylic, this is solid, so this isn't a good one for what I'm going to do. But the cheapy acrylic ones are the best for this. And also to put a glazing on your jelly prints. And I'll try to do a glaze so you guys can see what I'm talking about, because some people are like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, so let's moisten this plate up with just this gold. And pull up some more stuff off of this plate. So when your plate's dry, taking some gold, or I could have taken white too, but I like to take gold and do it because the gold adds on to the rest of this. We'll moisten up your plate, and you can moisten up your plate, and you can pull some more stuff up. All right, I'm going to use that same one because remember, we're going to build this sheet up. And for anyone who just came in, this is nothing but black cardstock. And then I tried to buy some interference paints. Remember last week I used the purple interference paint? Those are paints that have a lot of, they're like metallics, but they have a whole bunch of other colors in them. These color shifts. I tried to buy these. Okay, I just couldn't bring myself to it. You guys, okay, the bottles they don't have these smaller bottles anymore. They have a little bit bigger bottles. They're $8. So I'm like, no, absolutely not. I'm going to wait till hopefully they get a sale, and I'll get them when they go on sale. They used to sell those color shift, they're by Folk Art. They used to sell those color shift paints at Walmart, but I haven't been able to find them at Walmart anymore. I think they stopped carrying them because at Walmart they were only like maybe $2.50, $2.75, which for interference paints, that's a good deal. But the last couple of times they didn't have them, so I think they stopped carrying them at Walmart. Oh, look. I love it. Love it. Just a second. I got to fold this in for a second. Look how gorgeous that looks. I am obsessed. Doesn't that look like some old dilapidated wall? Oh, I love stuff like this. Just so yummy. Yummy. And I will be making printables for what, August? Some of the stuff will be in there. I skipped July. I got too busy this month. It's the first time I skipped all year of doing my printables. All right, let's see how this looks. And I'll check chat here in just a second. Now, remember, the plate was dry, remember? So I just added gold to this, to whatever the paint was dried up on here, and look how cool it looks. Phenomenal. And if you want to, now, do this at your own risk, you guys, okay? But if you want to draw out your plate a little bit so you can get some effects like this, spray your plate with some alcohol. Or play with some watercolor and alcohol, or gouache and alcohol like we're going to do today. The alcohol dries your plate out a little bit. Do I know how badly it affects your plate or not? I don't know. My plate's still working, but I'm just saying, do it at your own risk. I'm not telling you to do it so someone can say, you ruined my jelly plate. But anyway, I like this. Oh, obsessed. All right, let me see what people are saying. Hey, Melissa, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Carolyn says, I'm watching, but I look back later. Okay. Adrian said, awesome. Thank you. Natalie says, love that. Thank you. Yeah, Natalie, color shift is beautiful. I just got to get at the right price. I can't be paying no $8 per bottle. Like, what? Thanks, Artsy Girl. Okay. Let me just see what people are saying. Crafts by D Rose, welcome in. How are you doing? She says, hello everyone in the room. I think I see Yarn Barf. Hey girl, how are you doing? Yarn Barf is here? Okay, I'm going up on my thing so I can say hi to her. Artsy Girl says I'm the Energizer Bunny. Only because I'm doing something that energizes me. Okay, I'm just Lori has a question. Okay, I'm going up on the thing here. Let me see. Okay. Hey Crafts by D Rose. Hey, how are you doing? So good to have you here. So good to have you here. I was watching you this morning. Okay. Northern Snowbird says the chair doesn't squeak anymore. One down, one to go. That's not my chair. That's my roller. My roller here that I use, the small one. Okay. Destiny says, beautiful artwork. Love the colors. They're so vibrant. Thank you so much. Okay, now someone said they had a question. Lori has a question. Okay, here it is. So have you tried the Crafter Square brand acrylics for this? Crafter Square. What brand is that? I know it is. Oh, from Dollar Tree, right? Yeah, I have a video on it. We did it a couple weeks ago. Is that what, let me just look. Is that the Dollar Tree ones called Crafter Square? Yeah, I have them right here. I did a video on it. We did it a couple weeks ago where I just basically used, I didn't use Crafter Square. They're from Dollar Tree, the Rich Art, these ones. Does Crafter Square make an acrylic paint, or is it this one, Rich Art, at Dollar Tree? So I have a whole bunch of those, and I did use those on a jelly plate, and they work beautifully. And you guys, that's a good way to start. If you want to get into this, for one, look at my video of how to make a jelly plate. For 15 bucks, you can have an 11 by 17 jelly plate. That if you were to buy this, but I can't think of that name brand. Anyway, it would be like 75, 80 bucks. Or you can make yourself a regular size one, 10 by 12. Then you're looking at probably 10 bucks to make it. The paints at Dollar Tree, the acrylics, make sure you get the acrylics. They have some other brand. You don't want that. You just want the acrylics. You're looking at $1.25 for a nice size bottle of paint. So that's a nice way to start. Hey Rosie, how are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you. Grungy Girl says, I'm going out to dinner. Everyone have a great night. Okay, Grungy Girl, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's keep going here. What are we doing? Okay, I'm going to use one of the ones I told you from Dollar Tree. This is a turquoise from Dollar Tree. Isn't this pretty? Look at that. Look at that. You get a big bottle of this. This is 8 ounces for $1.25. That's fabulous, you guys. So we'll put some at the top here. Sorry about that. What is on my jelly plate? Oh, just some paint shipping up. Okay, here we go. Come out. There we go. And let's put some, you know what I want to use? I'm going to use, I haven't used it yet. We'll use that there. I haven't used this one. This is, I don't know what you call it, like silver, but a dark silver. I haven't used that yet. So let's use some of that. And what else? And let's use some gold. Oh, shoot, I forgot. I had some sitting over here on this thing. I got to make sure I use that. Remember the one that I wasted? Can't be wasting. Need another popsicle stick. Make sure that I get that on there. Okay. We'll leave that right there to make sure I see that so I don't make sure I use it. It's worse than wasting. I can't stand wasting. Okay. My kids were like, you want to see my mom lose her mind? Try to waste something. You can't help it. If you were taught not to be wasteful, that's just the way you are. I was taught not to be wasteful. I'd actually get in trouble for being wasteful. Okay. Oh, I like how this is turned out. Let me see. Oh, look at this. This is just my roll-off sheet. Look how cool that looks. Isn't that fabulous? Yeah, we're leaving that. We're going to do something with those. Hopefully I have time. I'll make time. I will make time. Okay. All right, let's do my favorite print. It's so quick and easy. It's my favorite one. Those of you guys have been with me for a while, you guys already know. You already know. The shower mat. So for those of you guys who are new to my channel and you haven't seen this before, this right here is a shower mat. You get this from Dollar Tree and in the bathroom section. And I get 2 of them because I'll give one of these away today. I get 2 of them because then I cut them up, and I'll show you how I cut them up. Oh, I got a lot going on, like always. Okay. I don't have everything out there how I cut this placemat, this shower mat up, but I'll cut it up so there's 2 rows. See, so I can just use it like this. Then I'll cut it up so there's just 1 row of the shower mat, and then you can take it and you can cut it up all kinds of ways. You can cut it so it's like this wide, or half a sheet. And I always take 1. That's why I buy 2. I buy 1 and cut it to match my jelly plate. Then I start cutting it up. I even take them sometimes and I cut them like that. So then I have just a square. See? So you, out of 2 jelly plates, you're going to get so many texture plates. Out of 2 jelly plates, out of 2 shower mats, you're going to get so many texture plates. And like I said, whenever you're going to use something like this, I call it a texture plate. Okay? So that's a texture plate. To me, this is a texture plate. okay, once you use them on your jelly plate. Just for those who are new to this and you guys are wondering like what I'm saying. Okay, look how cool that looks. Love it. All right. We're going to get some coolness on here. What time do we have right now? All right, so this is going to be my last one of this. We're going to go play with some gouache after that, after this. And I'll talk about the gouache again for those who, a lot of people have popped in since I talked about gouache. A couple weeks ago, I used watercolor on the jelly plate. Today, we're going to use gouache on the jelly plate. So I'll explain that here when we get to it here. Look how cool. Oh, I love it. And I love this like silver metallic color. Dark silver gray metallic color against that. Oh, why didn't I do this earlier? Look how fabulous that looks. So old wall. Oh, I just love it. It's so dramatic. The metallics on black paper. It's just dramatic. I love it. I love me some drama. Not in life, but in my art. Love drama in my art. Look how fabulous that looks. Now, I got some places where there's nothing, but I'm not concerned about that because in a collage, I would rip out probably that whole half right there. Look how cool that is. And then rip out this and put it in a collage. I love it. Yeah, so I'm not going to redo that one because I like that. Okay, now my plate's pretty dry. So let's use this rose gold again to moisten it up. In fact, we can mix golds. We're going to use this rose gold. And then let's use just this gold here. And you guys pay attention too, because at Hobby Lobby, when they do those clearances, starting in January, all the way up to right now, in the craft section, they'll just do the regular acrylic bottles of paint, 34 cents. That's a great price. This is $1 something normally, so it's a good deal. You should have seen the lady's face when I was grabbing these at Hobby Lobby. They're regularly, I think, $5.99 or $6.99, something like that, and they're only $1.49. These paints here, I bought a whole bunch, and she was looking at me. She's looking at me like I was stealing it or something. I'm like, girl, how am I supposed to steal all this paint? What am I supposed to do? I mean, I can't run out of this store. You should see me. I had like each one. I cleared the shelf. I'm sorry, but because you guys look, I do this. This is like what I do. This is my main thing in mixed media that I do. I love to jelly print. Okay, so I need a lot of paint. I jelly print all the time. So I have no qualms about clearing the shelf when it comes to this, my supplies for my art. So I probably picked up 4 or 5 bottles of each color. She was looking at me like, girl, are you gonna run out of this art store? I'm like, how am I gonna steal all this? Are you nuts? I was like, you're ridiculous. Plus, I go to Hobby Lobby like every other day. It's like, girl, you know you've seen me in here before. The manager knows me. I know all kinds of people at the Hobby Lobby. I'm in there all the time. Now the lady's really nice to me. I don't know what her problem was that day. I guess she never saw no one buy so much paint. It shocked her system. Okay, so we're going to clean off this plate and pick up whatever's left on here, and it's going to be probably pretty cool. A lot of times, these are some of the coolest ones where we're just cleaning off the plate. So let's see what we came up with here. And then I will check chat, and we will bust out with some gouache. Printing with gouache. Now these papers that I'm making, if you make junk journals, you could use these in your junk journals. You can use them for mixed media backgrounds. If you do mixed media and you do for art journal pages, you can use them for collages. I use them for all those things I just said. These definitely, I use them in mixed media background pages where I'm going to put a focal point down, or the whole collage is one big focal point, and I'll do that like I showed you guys. You guys, anybody want to see, because I showed earlier, look how cool this looks. I showed earlier my art journal of how I use these prints in collages. So if you want to see that art journal, like a few pages, an example, let me know below and I'll show it again. Because I have a lot of new people that are coming in, I know, and I know you guys are like, some people are like, what are you using these for? So I'll show you. So anybody who wants to see that, put it down below that, yeah, you want to see a couple of pages in the art journal so you can see how to use, how to collage with these or use these as backgrounds for mixed media. That's fabulous. I love that. Oh, I love this. See, these are some of my favorites where it just looks so old wall, so old world, old caves. Looks like I dug it up out of the ground, which is my goal. Fabulous. Love it. Okay. All right, so you know we still got a lot of stuff left on here. Let's do this one more time because we got a lot of stuff left on this plate still. So let's clean this more. We're just gonna keep getting just cooler and cooler prints. And then after I do this, I'll check chat, guys. Sorry, I haven't checked chat for a couple of minutes. I'll check it here in just a second. I'm excited to try the gouache on the Gelli plate. Oh, that just came out just gold. This is okay. This is cool. I can use this. This will be really cool. I have a technique that when things come out like this where it's pretty solid, I got a stencil technique to use on top of this. For people who've been here for a long time know what I'm talking about. But I have a cool stencil technique for this. So we need sheets like this that are just solid. So happy about that. Again, another one pretty much solid. But it has some cool stuff in it. Like this right here I really like. But anyway, these solid sheets, we can take a stencil, put a stencil on here and do some other cool stuff with this. So I'm not mad at this. This can be really cool. You'll see. Hopefully we can get to that today. I need to still pull some more stuff off of here. Okay, I think I need to bust out with some white paint. I'm not using white. I'm using a Master's Touch. It's called Warm Gray, but to me it's like a putty color. I kind of like to use putty colors or the golds to clean the plate more than I like to use white. I use white, but I kind of like these better. Oh, why didn't I buy some more of this? Wait, oh, this one's almost full. Okay. You guys, if you have something you wanted me to see or a question, make sure that you put it in caps. So when I get back over to the computer to look at the chat, I can go right to you. Okay, so make sure you put it in caps if you're talking to me. Okay. All right, we'll see how this pulls up. right, let's pull this up again and see what we get. This might be something totally cool. It may not be. It's just whatever's left on this plate. I'm trying to get it cleared off enough to do some gouache. And for those who don't know what gouache is, don't worry, I'll explain it so that you understand what we're going to be doing. I always try to be thorough and let you guys know what's going on and explain things. Not just assume people know what you're talking about, because not everybody knows. Again, this is kind of just a solid sheet, but there's specks of stuff, which is really cool. But I have techniques to do with stencils with these, so we'll save that for that. And the same thing with this one. Oh, I like how this one turned out, though. Look how this one turned out. Look how it's pulling up some cool stuff off of here. Look all the bits. Isn't that cool? Like, look at this down here, all that. And then this here. And then the bits in between here. Yeah, I like this. That's cool. This one I'll be using as a background for stenciling. Let's see what else we can pull off of here. I'm going to use not a black sheet. I'm going to use this beige sheet, because this sheet right here really absorbs paint. Let's see if we can get this thing cleaned off. I really built up this plate. Okay. Let's see if we can get some of this stuff off here. At least enough off of here for the gouache. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Again, we got some more solid gold sheets, kind of solid. Some little specks of stuff in there. Again, these will be great to do my stenciling technique over them. That, or using my CDs on the jelly plate. Like actually using a CD on the jelly plate and making circles. You need a base on the paper. So we're probably not going to be able to get to that today, but maybe we can get to that next week. And then finally, oh, I like this. Oh, this is cool. Look how nice and clean the jelly plate is now. Look at, look at this. This looks like an old wall. I love it. And am I going to do anything else to this? No. I absolutely love this. Now, this would be a good base for me to do some intuitive scripting on. It's like my own made-up language. And this is a good base for that. But this is a good base for the intuitive scripting also. So, or for the stenciling. There's so many techniques you can do with the ones that are more plain. Sorry, hit the thing. Okay, so let me read chat, and then we will play with the gouache on the jelly plate here. But let me go to chat and see what you guys are saying. Oh, almost dropped my iPad. Melissa says gorgeous. Thank you, girl. Adrian says looking like it's gonna storm here. I wish it would storm here. Hey Rose, how you doing, girl? Welcome, welcome. You love the gold? Isn't that pretty? Okay. Rose says, hello everyone. About to get a bad storm, so I'll be here but silent for a bit. No problem. I wish it was supposed to storm here. It's supposed to rain. We need rain so bad. You guys, it's like, I think it's 100. It's been 111 or up every day, but I think today's 105, 104. It's still horrible. We need rain so bad. I live in Las Vegas, for those who don't know. Thanks, Adrian. Adrian said, yes, very cool thing, she adds. Thank you. Okay, Patty said, hi, Sandra. So, hi, Sandra. Welcome in. Welcome in. Adrian says, I really like the black paper grunge look. Isn't that cool? Exactly. That's what I need to start saying. I like grunge. That describes my style, grunge. Okay. Natalie says, yes, I would clear the shelves too. I mean, some people get mad about that, but I mean, certain things, of course, I try to leave some for other people, but when it's like my thing, like, you know what, when it's my thing, I got to take advantage of it. I mean, I do this all the time. It's my main thing I do. So in that case, I got to do what I got to do. And getting it on clearance like that, getting those type of prices, I'm able to do it to this level all the time, constantly and consistently doing the jelly printing, because I'm not buying the paints at $8 a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Or $5 a bottle. It makes it much more affordable to do it. And then I can let you guys know about the sales and the clearances, and then you guys can do the same thing. Thank you, Artsy Girl, for spelling gouache. And I'll explain gouache here in just a second. Mari says the color palette on the black is awesome, isn't it? Rosie says beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Rose. Oh, welcome in, Rose Bryant. How are you doing? And Rosie, did I welcome you in yet? If I didn't, welcome, girl. Okay. Okay, Carolyn said, I love it. I love it. I was going to ask about the plate in the napkin. Can't wait to see the video. Okay. Patty says she just got one on Saturday. I'm not sure what she's talking about. She's talking about the bath mats. Archie Girl says she has 2 bath mats too. They're fabulous. I love them. Adrian says everything can be used for something. That's the truth. Rosie said, wow, absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Northern Snowbird said, I know, but not too long ago you had a chair that squeaked too. I did. But I redid my whole studio, art studio, so yeah, I don't have that squeaky chair anymore. I have a really nice chair now. It's cozy. Lori had to go. She's going to catch the replay. Very good. Lori said, I don't ever look at paint, but I will now. Okay. I think I got caught up with the chat. Let me just see at the bottom. Okay, I'm just looking at chat, you guys, so I'm getting quiet for a second. Yeah, anybody about to lose power, make sure you have your flashlight by you. Adrian says, yes, do more CD pages. I know the CD pages are so cool. If I don't get to them today, I'll get to them next week, okay? I do want to try out this gouache. Okay, so what gouache is, I pulled them already, the colors that I want to use. And I'll show you how you spell, what's name just spelled out the gouache, but I'll show it again. It come in little tubes like this. Gouache is, this is how I describe it. It's kind of in between watercolor and acrylic. While it's wet, it's still water soluble, and you can really, it acts more like a watercolor. But when it dries pretty much like an acrylic. You can lift it up a little bit, but not really too much. That's how I would describe the gouache. And so I got the cool colors I like, you know, black, yellow ochre, burnt sienna, and burnt umber. So we're going to use those. Let me show you the packaging. I got them from Hobby Lobby, of course. And I got them from Hobby Lobby, and this is the package that it came in. Okay. And there's the gouache, the word gouache, Gouache. Okay, and it's by Master's Touch. It's in the fine art section at Hobby Lobby. And I got it for $19.99, but I didn't pay that. I waited till it was 50% off. So every other week, it's probably half off every other week. I got the 24 count. You don't have to get the 24 count, you can get the 12 count. Okay, so that's the deal with that. Okay, so before we get started, I have to let me put the tops on my paint, because if not, it's going to be a mess. things are going to dry out. We don't want the paint drying out. Let me give you guys another little tip. When you have paints that are open like this, that have big mouths on them, spray a little water in there and spray on the lid, just a little bit. And that replaces the moisture that's been lost so that your paints don't dry out. I learned that a long time ago from Diane Reevely, because her paints, they're not like this anymore, but they used to be wide mouth open like this is. And she said that, and it's worked out really good. So I just spray a little there. Well, she said only spray it in the lid, but I spray it in it and on the lid. Especially if you live somewhere that's dry. I've heard people who've done that where it's more moist and they've gotten mold. So just be careful. If you live in a dry environment, like I live in Las Vegas, it's dry as you know what here. Yeah, I would definitely do it like this. But if you live somewhere where there's a lot of moisture in the air, maybe you don't want to do that. So do your best judgment there. All right. And what's nice about those popsicle sticks, I can just take that mess and throw it away. Okay, I do have some gold paint here still. Okay, I'm going to be mixing, for this first one, I'm going to be mixing some gold with this gold paint with the gouache. So that's why that's up there, because I don't want to waste it. So we'll put the regular gold paint up here and gouache on the rest of it. All right, let me just get this. Oh, I didn't put water. There we go. All right, so that's done. Wash up my hands. All right. Let me get a paintbrush of some sort. All right, so let's get some on my glass mat here. Can you guys see? Yeah. So I'm going to treat these gouache paints pretty much like watercolor. So I'm going to put them on my glass mat here. You guys, this glass mat was one of the best things I ever bought. Tim Holtz makes one. HSN sells this one. It's called Crafter's Companion. They also sell Tim Holtz glass mat also. But this one, Tim Holtz was like 40 bucks. This was like 20. And it's about the same size. And I absolutely love it. You can do things like this. You don't even need to go find anything else. You can just put the paint right on your glass mat and wipe it off. It's fabulous. And to clean your glass mat, I got this from Dollar Tree. This chopper, it's a chopper scraper you find in the kitchen section. This thing just scrapes up this mat so nice, this glass mat so nicely. What it's made for originally is like when you're chopping vegetables, so you can scrape up your vegetables and take them from your chopping board to your pan. So that's what it originally is for. So I have one in my kitchen too, but it's great for your glass mat. See, you came here to learn all kinds of stuff. Okay, there's a little bit of black. All right, what time is it? All right, cool. We're only at 3:30. Time goes so fast. Okay, so I'm spraying a little bit of water on these, kind of turning these into some watercolors. Wet my brush a little bit. Now we already got gold paint at the top, right? Because that's some wasted gold paint. So we're going to mix both of these at the same time, using some acrylic paint on top and some gouache here. So this is going to be kind of cool. Okay. And then we use a little bit of this brown. We throw a little more water on this. Okay, and then, you know, let me get a separate brush for the black, because the black will take over everything. We'll just use this one just for black. Let's bring the black paint down here. We'll throw in some black here and there. Okay. This gold, got to rub this out a little bit. This is kind of cool. This is very experimental. I'm mixing, I got paint on here and gouache. I didn't want to do that. I didn't mean to do that, but I had that gold paint left over, so experimenting, which is the best. Okay, so then what you're going to do, just like watercolor, you can do this technique with the gouache, but you can also do the same technique with watercolor, okay? Put watercolor on, just swish wash it any old kind of way, and then spray it with alcohol. See, this is where I dry out my plate. A lot of times it's spraying this alcohol on here. But like I said, I like a dry plate, so I don't mind my plate getting dried out. That's how I'm getting such cool prints, because my plate's kind of dry. All right, so there's some alcohol. And we got to get our paper out. Alrighty. Just a second, I'm getting all my paper out that I want to use. There we go. I got to put my black paper to the back. Now we're going to use, this is drawing paper that I got at a Hobby Lobby clearance. I love it. It absorbs paint so good. Whenever I can get a good price on paper, I see a good price, I pick up a bunch of it. Any different type, just trying different types of paper on the Gelli plate. Okay. Again, we're creating old walls, old doors. That whole look is what we're going for. Okay, this is okay. Not my fave. So we'll do something over it. There's a lot of color on here, but I don't know. I'm not liking that too much. Okay, so let's put that aside and we'll do it again. Again, not super excited about this, but we can print over it. Okay, so we'll print over that one. We're going to wipe off some of this gold because it's just too much. Okay, there we go. And then let's add, okay. Let me swap up this. Yeah, there we go. I need to be a little messier with this paint. There we go. Let me go like that. There we go. What I'm doing is I'm just getting it a little bit more mixed up on the plate. I think I wasn't mixing it up enough like this. Wasn't being messy enough. Everything looked too fixed. I think this is why it didn't come out quite like I wanted it to. I mean, there's no exact way I want it to come out, but I want it to look very, you know, old wall. Every time Angela says old wall, take a drink. I sound like a broken record. Okay. Again, let's take some alcohol. Is this the alcohol? Yes. And the alcohol usually moves it a little bit. All right. So let's try it again. I'm going to let those other ones, those first ones we did, I'm going to let those dry out a little bit, and then we'll reprint over those. And I'll check chat after I pull these up. Let's see. Okay, see? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I love this. Look. Now that's cool. See how old wall it looks? I love it. Now, see this right here? That right there, I would want to maybe spray with coffee or do some Tim Holtz Distress ink just to fill that in a little bit. But the rest of it, like, look at that. Fabulous. Fabulous. In fact, let me show you. you can take coffee. I keep it in a spray bottle. And let's just spray it right now. Now, if you want to make a bottle of coffee like this, what you do is you can buy the bottle. Isn't this bottle fabulous? I love them. Dollar Tree. You can get the spray bottle at Dollar Tree. The coffee in the kitchens, in the food section. You do, what do you do? 3/4 cup of instant coffee, 1 cup of water, and just throw some alcohol in there. When you throw the alcohol in, it acts as a preservative. And then you can just keep this at your desk that you can coffee stain whenever you want. Okay? You can just coffee stain some plain paper. You can fill in when you have a jelly print, and it works out fabulous. So look how cool that looks here. Throwing some coffee in there. That looks fabulous. Yeah, love that. So I'm liking the gouache so far. Ooh, look at this one. This is cool. This is a mixture of, I mean, look at the gold on there. That's the paint. This is fabulous. Isn't that cool? Loving it. Oh, like I love this whole section. Like I would rip out all of that and put that in a collage. Even just that gold piece in a collage. This right here in a collage. I mean, yeah, this, I love this. This will definitely be this will be a printable. For sure, because that's really cool. All right, let me see what people are saying. Let me bring my iPad up to me. Artsy Girl says, thanks for the 9 thumbs up. 28 people in the room. Can we get a few more thumbs up? Thanks, Artsy Girl. Yeah, girls, can we get some more thumbs up? Can everyone just hit the thumbs up who's looking, who's either in the chat or who's just isn't even in the chat? Much appreciated. Hey, Ellen, how are you doing? Welcome in. Okay, Ellen said, hi, Angie. I got my prize from you the other week. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey, Donia, how are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat, you guys here. So good to see you, Donia. Okay, yeah, Patty's right. She said, I think it's if you use distilled water, it's less likely to mold. You're right, Patty, because I have, now that you said that, I did hear that you maybe want to use distilled water. And you know what? I think this is distilled water. You know what? This is distilled water. Because when I do my pottery, I need to use distilled water. So this is distilled. So I'm glad of that. So yeah. That just shows you how nasty the water that comes out of the sink is. What the heck? Okay. Oh man, Artsy Girl. Artsy Girl says, I lost power all night the day before my phone blew up. That's horrible. But now, Artsy Girl, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of good luck now. Because once a bunch of crap like that happens to you, then things start going good for a while, you know? But when it rains, it pours. Okay. Melissa says it's too hot for me. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Artsy Girl. Artsy Girl is just letting you guys know about my printables. Every 5 printables is $2.50. In the description box of this video in about a half an hour or any of my videos, there's always a link to my Etsy shop. And you can pick up printables there. I also do, I also have journals that I've made with my artwork as the cover. I have prints of my artwork there. So you can check it out if you want. Or you don't have to. Either way. Okay, so let's try to use up some of this stuff here. The more messy you are about putting this on here, the better. Because before, that's why I think I didn't like the first ones that I did, because I wasn't messy enough about it. But the more messy you are, the better they come out. So. And if you want to, throw in some gold paint on your plate. Like paint, not gouache. That paint right there is just coming out cool. And that was just some leftover stuff I had. It's the only reason I did it. I love a little black in my work. It always grounds your artwork. A little black. All right, so let me put some alcohol on here again. Get things moving here. I don't want that paper. Okay, there we go. And when you're doing this, because, you know, you're dealing with stuff being so wet, you do want to use your papers that are your thicker papers, not your thin tissue paper type of paper. I mean, you can try that. Well, you know what? Patti always does watercolor on tissue paper, and it comes out really cool. And I've never done it. So actually, never mind. Don't listen to me. I need to do Patti's technique where she puts a bunch of watercolor on tissue paper, and it comes out so cool. I have to try that. Oh, I should have busted out with Patti's gold paint and that she made me. Where is it? Where is it? What did I do with that? I know this is what I do. I put stuff away and I organize myself right into a mess. Okay, now this is cool. Look at this. I love it. I love this and I love this. Now the middle part I'm not loving. So the middle part I would put some coffee there or some Timos distressing. Let's just go and put some coffee there right now. Oh, excuse me. We'll let that coffee flow into some other stuff. See how that just brings it together? I mean, I know you can't tell when it's not dry yet, but you can see how it brings it together. Love it. Ooh, I love how this one turned out. I am loving that gold paint that we just smeared on here, and then I took some off with the baby wipe, being all messy about it. Look how fabulous that one is. Ooh, I love it. This is such a printable right here. Isn't that cool? Obsessed. Obsessed. Oh, just a second, you guys. I just grab this. Okay, there we go. Oh! What time is it? 3:47. Okay. Yeah, today we're not going to have time to play with the stencils or play with the making this with the circles. So you guys, we'll have one more jelly printing session next week, and we'll play with some of the stuff that I've been talking about. We'll play with the circles, these CDs on the jelly plate, and we'll also play with I'll show you, because we're not going to have time today. I pulled the stuff, but we don't have time to play with it. Okay, this is what I was talking about, stencils. On those sheets that turn out a little bit more plain or solid, or ones that you don't even like, you can use stuff like this. These are masks. These are letters and numbers, upside down, forwards, all kind of ways. They're fabulous. This is another stencil that looks great to do that with. Okay, so we'll play with, and then I have another script stencil. I don't know if I pulled it or not. I have another script stencil that we'll play with. So we'll play with some of that kind of stuff next week, because we ran out of time today. I always pull out way more than I can do. Always. And then also, this is another fabulous This is not a stencil. These are masks. The last things I've shown are masks. The difference between a stencil and a mask, see how it doesn't have an edge? See how it's free on the edge? So when you place this down, whatever this is placed over doesn't get colored, right? Everything around it does. So that's the difference between a mask and a stencil. And this is a script stencil. This is fabulous. Just makes some beautiful, beautiful papers. Now this is a stencil, right? This is a mask. So we'll play with all these next week and making circles on the Gelli plate, which come out really cool. This is another really cool stencil we'll play with also next week. It says Paris, Hong Kong, Barcelona, San Francisco, Montreal. It's a cool stencil. Isn't that cool? So, yeah, we'll play with those next week. Let's just finish cleaning up this plate. Let me just see if I can get a little bit, whatever's left down here. Let's just kind of clean this up. And we'll see if we can't just do a little bit of leftovers. I may not have enough here to do anything else. We'll just see. We'll see what's on the plate. We'll see what we got here. Who knows? We definitely have enough black. And then we'll do the giveaway. So if you guys, make sure you stay for the giveaway. We're doing that in about 5 minutes. Lots of alcohol. This may turn out nice. This may turn out horrible. You guys, who knows? This is just whatever I had left over on the table still. So I don't know what this will. And if it turns out horrible, who cares? We will just print over it again, right? No major. There's never a mistake, because if you don't like the way it turns out, print right over it again. All right, I'm just going to clean this up really quick because this black is like too much. All right. Now we're not going to have any happy accidents with the black paint. Okay, there we go. Yeah. See, this is okay, but it's definitely not anything big. This just needs to be a reprint. See? Yeah. We'll see how much longer my computer lasts. If it can last. The battery's getting low on my computer, on my iPad. So I might have to go get my husband's iPad in a second. We'll see. Oh, I like this. See, you just never know what can happen. You know what? Let's just do this again. Look how this came out. That's pretty cool. Like, look at the gold with the black. And this is pretty cool. It's almost there. Let's just go back and do it again. Just pick up whatever we can on this plate. And then let's do it again up here. See if we can pick up anything else. Let's see. Just playing. This is pretty cool. Look at this. Looks very old wall. And this is just a whatever. Just trying to use up the paint that was on the thing. I like this. Hopefully you can see the metallic. Yeah, I like it. Okay. So now we've cleaned our plate. Okay, and there's a little bit of paint left on here, and I love leaving my plate like this, because this can be picked up stuff from next time. And then this one right here, we'll just use as a reprint for next time. All right, that was a fun session. All right, let me wipe off my hands. And let me look at, and then I'll look at chat, and then we'll do the giveaway. Oh my God, I say it every week, but 2 hours is nothing. It goes so fast. So fast. Okay. Grab my iPad here and let me check out the chat really quickly. Let me get some water because I talk too much. Hit my camera. There we go. Okay. Ooh, that sun. Sorry, you guys. That sun came in through my blinds. Let me just close my blinds a little bit. Ooh, sorry about that, the last little bit. That's probably low. That's probably better. Sorry about that. The sun changes after a little while. Okay. Hi, Dee. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, Rosie says, what a difference between white and black paper. They're both beautiful and different. Aren't they both beautiful and different? And that's the thing, too. When you're making jelly print, you want a mixture of all that stuff. Because when you go to do your collages, like I'm going to use both of them in one collage. I will use the one that I did on the white paper and the one I did in the black paper. It's all those differences and all the mixtures that really make a really rich piece of artwork. Thank you, Dee. Okay. Donya, I think she said she had to go. Okay, Donya. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Yes. Okay. That's what I want to say. Art2Girl is so right. You guys subscribe to each other. Patti, Totally Parish, she does have a YouTube channel and she goes live. You guys go check her out. She's a great mixed media artist. Go check out her channel. And anybody right now who has a channel and makes content, you guys put your name at the bottom and say you make videos so I can call you out. So do that real quick for me, you guys. Anybody who makes videos. So right now I just called out Patti, Tolly Parish. Make sure you guys join her channel. You will learn so much about mixed media. She's a wonderful, wonderful mixed media artist. She's been doing it forever. Okay. Thank you, Adrian. You're so sweet. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Adrian. Okay. Okay. Anybody want to be called out? Please put your name down at the bottom here while I clean up here. Let me know that you have a channel and that you have a channel and that you have that you do videos so I can call you out and people can go subscribe to your channel. Okay. So I'm going to just clean here for just a second and get stuff out for the giveaway. Let me put this away. Do I have this down there? I always have such a mess going when I'm done with one of these lives. Good grief. In my craft room, I have another huge mess because I go, let me talk about that really quick. I go live for, I knit and I welcome knitters and crocheters. I have a podcast, or I go live on Fridays, if you can make it, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. And it's it's for knitting and for crocheters. And we go for 2 hours and we just have we have a blast. It's called Angie's Yarn Party. Instead of Angie's Art Party, it's Angie's Yarn Party. And that goes for 2 hours. We do a giveaway in that. On Thursdays, I have a podcast now for my knitting, and I welcome all knitters and crocheters to that. It's a podcast. It's not live. And then every Sunday here, like today, for those who came later, it comes at we go live at 2 o'clock. It's Angie's Art Party every Sunday, 2 o'clock Pacific time. Trying to think of anything else. I think I've made enough announcements. Okay, let me get the giveaway stuff together here. And let me put my jelly plate away. I also have a group called Our Magical Little Place. It's a Facebook group. It doesn't matter what you do. Mixed media, junk journals, art journaling, knitter, crocheter. Come there, share your artwork. Get inspired. It's a great group of people. It's a great group there. Very supportive. And there's always a clickable link to everything I'm talking about. There'll be a clickable link in about a half an hour, or you can go to any of my other videos and all the stuff I talked about, there's a clickable link for. Okay? Okay. Let me grab the giveaway stuff. So if I'm silent for a second, you guys, talk amongst yourselves. I gotta grab stuff. Oh. Okay. Printables. giving some of these, a set of these away. These are cool, you guys. These are what we use today on the jelly plate. See, this is what they look like at Dollar Tree. This is what you're looking for at Dollar Tree. Okay? Those are fabulous. Again, for the jelly plate, these are what you're looking for at Dollar Tree. And you'll get 2 of these as a prize, because you can keep one whole and use it on your jelly plate, or you can cut it, and then the other one you can cut up, so you get a lot of texture plates out of it. This is my artwork. This is what I just call it advanced collage. And I did a video on how to do this type of collaging a couple weeks ago. You can look in the playlist for it. So I make these into journals. So there's a journal there with my artwork on it. Here's another journal with my artwork on it. What else? What else? What else? Oh, this is kind of cool. This is a book I got at Dollar Tree. It's Creative Collage for Scrapbooks. This is really cool. Has a lot of good ideas in it, and also you can rip things out of it and use it for collage. Okay, still going, guys. Just a second. Okay, you guys, I'll be right back. I have one more thing I want to get. Okay, the other thing I want to show you guys, this is also another one of those notebooks. This is my artwork on there. So this is another notebook that's offered for the giveaway. So we got this, either 3 of these, this, that. Now, these are my printables. Oh, I should say this. If anybody is international, the printables is what I can do for you, because they're downloadable printables, because of shipping. So anybody who's international, I can give away my printables, and then I'll give you a link to how you download the printables. Okay. And also anybody who lives in the United States can also, for a prize, get the printables if you want. You download them yourself though, and I give you the information to do so. So here's my printables. Now these are the ones from June, because I didn't have any for July. And these are all jelly prints. And remember I was telling you guys about intuitive script? That's intuitive script. You make up your own language and your own symbols. And I didn't learn this, how should I say it? I learned the idea of intuitive scripting from ROBYN Mcclendon. You guys go check out ROBYN Mcclendon. I believe I have her in my description. If not, I will put her in there, because I talked a lot about her today. Let me make sure that her name's right there. ROBYN Mcclendon. She's a beautiful mixed media artist also. I've learned so much from her. This is jelly prints with intuitive symbols on it. More of my jelly prints. Jelly prints with the intuitive writing. That's the intuitive writing or intuitive language. It's just your own made up language. See? Isn't that cool? Really love this print. So what I try to do is take the prints that I love the most, and those are the ones that I make printables out of for you guys to be able to download in my Etsy shop. This is what I was talking about. This is how you take the masking stencil, that masking stencil I showed you, and this is a technique you do with it. So we'll do this next week. So all the stuff I'm showing you, I teach you how to do it too. So you can order mine. You can make your own. You can do a mixture of both. Whatever you want to do. Okay, so that's a whole nother prize to win, the printables. Okay, so let me get out a piece of paper. The rules are, what are the rules? One number only. If you won the first time, you can't do it the second time. What else? I will wait a few seconds after the last person, after I say that it's closed, because there is a lag in chat. There's a couple more rules. Anyway, we'll get to those rules when we get to them. You guys see how casual I am? Okay. All right, I'm just making sure you guys can see everything. There we go. Don't go until I say go. And that's it. Okay, so let me see how many people we got in here. We got 22 people. So, you guys, we need to choose a number between 1 and 22. Let me choose a number first. Don't go yet. Okay, I chose a number. 1 through 22. Go. Okay, guys, start doing numbers. 1 through 22. Oh, I know what I was going to say is I used to, as soon as I saw my number, I would call it. But it's kind of frustrating for people because they haven't put their number in yet. And I'm still able to find the number. So I'm not going to call it. I'll wait till everyone puts a number in, and then I'll let you guys know the number I got. Okay, you guys, keep going. I'll be right back. My iPad just went out. I thought it wouldn't last. So let me go grab my other iPad so I can look and see all the numbers. So just a second. Keep going with the numbers. I'll be right back. I need your iPad. I just didn't last. Yeah. I'm right at the end. Well, I was watching it earlier. It has to be fully charged for it to last the whole time. All right, you guys, I'm back. Just a second. I gotta open up my iPad. Sorry about that. I didn't have a full charge because I watched a little bit of my iPad today. But I always have my husband's iPad too as a backup, so I don't worry. All right. Let me go to myself. Here we go. Come on. Self. All right, let me turn the sound down. All right, looks like everybody put their numbers in. Perfect. Someone said start over. No, you don't have to start over. If you haven't put your number in, put your number in. We don't have to start over. I'm good. I just had to get an iPad that was a computer that was charged up. So yeah, don't start again. If you didn't put a number in, put a number in. Just trying to make sure you guys can see all of the winnings. Just a second. Let me scoot this over. All right. So where did I put my, oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call it. It looks like everybody has put numbers in. Okay, so the number is, oh, that's another thing. That's one of the main rules. Before I call my number, whoever gets closest to the number, if no one guessed my number, whoever gets close to it, rounding up, okay? So the number is 9. So let's see if someone got 9 or anything close to 9, rounding up, like in money. All right, so let me go and look. Okay. Okay, it looks like Artsy Girl's the closest to 9, rounding up. Let me just make sure. Other people can be looking too. So the number's 9. Yep, I think Artsy Girl got it. That's the closest number rounding up to 9. Yep. Okay, congratulations, Artsy Girl. So Artsy Girl, what do you want? And Artsy Girl, make sure you don't choose Printables because you already get Printables just for being my moderator. Okay, so choose something else. Oh, wait, somebody said something. Just a second. Just a second. Somebody said that D got 11. Okay, I'm sorry. Did D get 11 before? Okay, I'm just looking here. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to look. Artsy Girl, you can, whether, Artsy Girl, whether, I'm going to figure out this confusion here. You can still have the butterfly. Is this the butterfly journal? Oh, the butterfly journal. Okay, wait a minute. This, Artsy Girl, is this the one you want right here? Artsy Girl, let me know if this is the one you want right here with that butterfly on it. Regardless, you can have it. But I just want to see. Oh, okay. That's what you meant. Okay. Okay, it's Artsy Girl. Okay, good. I just want to make sure that I did that right. Okay. Just want to make sure I got that right. Okay, so Artsy Girl, is this what you wanted? This one? With the butterfly on it? So I'm just holding this up to make sure this is what you want. You always have to wait a minute because there's always a lag in chat. Yes, okay. Artsy Girl, let me put your name on this. That will be coming to you, girl. Girly. There we go. So let me put that away. Somewhere where there's no paint. Okay, so let's do one more. Okay, guys? Let me write the number down. Don't go yet. Oh, what do we got in chat? What do we got here? Oh, we got 23. So we're going to choose numbers 1 through 23. Let me write a number down. Okay, 1 through 23, go. Aw, Artsy Girl. I'm glad you love the journals. Yay. Okay, still going, I think. Here we go. Carolyn, what you need to do is choose a number between 1 and 23. Just choose a number between 1 and 23, and whoever gets closest either gets my number that I have written down on this pad of paper right here. That's not it right there. It's on the other side. But whoever, I have a number written on the back side of this paper. Whoever either guesses the number or comes closest gets any of these prizes that are sitting here. Okay? So choose a number 1 through 23. Thanks, Artsy Girl. Hey, Native Educator, how you doing? Artsy Girls is telling some people to get new numbers because there's been, that number's been repeated once, twice, 3 times. Very good, Carolyn. So, Carolyn, what it is you're just choosing. I already have a number written down, and you guys are trying to guess the number that I wrote down. Okay, Patty. Thank you so much. Thank you. Love you, girl. And whoever guesses my number or is close to my number gets to choose from the prizes here. Okay? Yeah, so Artsy Girl's running it, and she's just the people who, okay, Lori had 16 first, so she gets to keep her number. Anybody else after that has to change their number. And Artsy Girl's doing a good job keeping track of that. Thanks, Artsy Girl. Okay, I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Okay, the number 18. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Carolyn, I saw your number. Okay, you guys, I think... Okay, are we done, guys? Yeah, I think we're done. Okay, so I'm going to show my number. I'm going to call it now. So it's closed. Okay? Wait a few more seconds in case someone else has a number. Okay, so my number is 12. So whoever's closest to 12, rounding up. Okay? Like money. Rounding up. Number 12. So someone got the 12 or closest to the 12 rounding up. So let me go back up and look. Okay, so far, Carolyn's the winner so far. Did anybody get 12? I don't think so. Carolyn, you are a lucky duck in my giveaways. Am I right, you guys? Am I right? I think Carolyn got it. Yep, she got 13, which is the closest to 12, rounding up. Carolyn Cornelius, because I think we have more than one Carolyn in the group. Carolyn Cornelius. So, Carolyn, what did you want? Make sure I write your last name on here. Carolyn, are you the one that lives here in Las Vegas? Because you know what? I have to double check now on things because there's more than one Adrian. Okay, there's more than one Carolyn, and so I can't keep always assuming that it's the one that I know of or the one that I have an address for. But Carolyn, who lives here where I live, I know I have your address already. And Carolyn, what did you want? Let me see. I know Article. Can you believe Carolyn won again? She's so lucky. Carolyn says, just with you. Okay, Carolyn, did you write what you wanted? Okay, journal with the girl's face on it. Okay, so this one is for you. Let me put this down for you. And Carolyn, you live here, right, in Vegas? So I have your address. Is that the Carolyn that won? I'm just making sure. Now, Carolyn, I'm going to show you something. This is my own personal journal. So see, I have writing in here. I'll make you a fresh one up. So don't worry. I'll make you a fresh one. I just didn't have any samples of it, so I went and grabbed my own. Thanks, Dee. Yeah, but Carolyn Cornelius, do I have your address? I'm just waiting for Carolyn to let me know. Is it Carolyn who lives here in Vegas with me? Hope she doesn't mind that I said that. Now that I just thought about that. Sorry. Because if it's Carolyn Cornelius, I believe I have your address. I'm just waiting to see. Yes. Okay, great. And I have your address. So you don't have to worry about messaging me and all that. So we're all set. Okay, you guys. Thank you guys so much, you guys. Love you guys. Welcome to all the newbies. There was a lot of newbies here today. That was awesome. Awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. I hope you guys were inspired, learned some new things. And that is it. So you guys, it's every Sunday, 2 o'clock Pacific time, Angie's Art Party. And then I also go live, if you're interested in knitting or crocheting, I go live on Friday mornings, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, you guys? And also, if you like anything that you saw, like the printables or any of my artwork, you can also go to my Etsy shop and check that out. There'll be a clickable link below in about a half an hour. I got to put all the information in. Or you can always go to any of my other videos and you can get to my Etsy shop from there. And anything that I've talked about, it's all will be in the description. Okay, guys? You guys, thank you so much for spending 2 hours with me. I had a blast. I always do. And I hope to see all of you guys next week, okay? 2 o'clock Pacific time next Sunday. Talk to you guys then. Thanks, Archie Girl, for being my moderator. Love you, girl. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks, Dee. I just saw that you said yarn brought you to the channel. Yay, Dee! Thank you so much for coming on over. I appreciate it. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.